Welcome back to the Fighter Channel. I am Professor Fábio Tabosa, and today I will teach you how to do jabs, crosses, hooks, and uppers. Always here on the Fighter Channel, I teach step by step, and today will be no different, guys. Today, you will learn all these movements on the fighter. Today, we will learn jabs, crosses, hooks, and uppers, but in a different way because today, I will teach you everything step by step. Guys, step by step, I will teach you how to throw a jab, how to throw a cross, how to throw a hook, how to throw an upper, and also how to use turns to give you more power in your strikes, right? And stay with me until the end because I will teach a sequence using the jab, the cross, the hook, and the upper that anyone starting in Muay Thai, kickboxing, or MMA will always need to learn these strikes first. So I will teach everything step by step, detailed, with all the details you need to learn in this class, okay? First, we will start with the jab, right? The jab is our front leg, and the jab is our left arm, right? When I have my left arm in front, that's the jab. When I put my left leg in front with my left arm, that's the jab. If I switch, if I become a southpaw, if I do this, it's also the jab, right? Why? Because it's not the arm that defines it, it's your position, your leg. If your leg is in front and your arm is in front, it's a jab. If I'm a southpaw, if my leg is in front and my hand is in front, it's a jab. And to throw the jab, you have to rotate your hip, you have to rotate your hand, you have to rotate this part here of the elbow, right? You have to rotate this elbow here too. Apply it so you don't hit straight here, right? So you have to rotate the jab. This is the jab. Who is a southpaw? So it's a slight movement in this foot, very little. But there's a slight movement in the foot. And now we'll go to the cross. I talked about the jab. It's when it's with the left, right? So the cross comes from behind. Now I have my leg opposite my hand. This here is my right. If I were a southpaw, it would be on this side. This here is my cross, right? So we have the movements, the crosses. Similar to the jab, we need to rotate the hip, right? This here, this rotation here, right? This rotation here, we have to do. So it does this, and look at this foot. Here behind, how it moves, how it rises, right? This would be the cross. It moves, it rotates, right? And we already have the strikes, the jab, and the cross. Now let's go to the hook. In the hook, guys, we need to pay attention to what? That my elbow stays high, at shoulder height, right? It can't be low like this, right? I can't throw the hook low like this. So, one is protecting, the other is high, and this part of the hand here is looking at me. I'm not going to strike like this, right? And not like this. It's going to be looking at me, right? That way, it will look at the palm. Will be looking at the palm of my hand, right? And the hook with the back hand, I
have to rotate my hip here, rotate, rotate. The hip. If I strike with the front hand, crossing with the front, I will.
The back hand, it's bigger, my hip will also be used more, right? So, we already have jab, cross, hook, which is two hooks. Now let's go to the upper. The uppercut. Just changed names from English to Portuguese. But the upper is here. It goes up from bottom to top. When I do it with the right, it's from bottom to top. Now, I have to rotate my hip when it's with the right, and when it's with the left, I make that slight movement, a slight movement in the leg, right here, with the left, with the right, with the left, with the right, and I look at the palm of my hand, right? I look at the palm of my hand. A detail here, guys, that you can't hit like this, right? You have to hit looking at the palm of my hand and straight. Okay, if I do this, it will be another strike. If I do it this way, it will be another strike, right? So, it has to be straight. Straight to be the upper, right? Okay, we have already learned the jab, the cross, the hook, and the upper. Now, how would we make a sequence using these strikes that are super powerful in Muay Thai and Kickboxing? First, we will always start with the jab because the jab opens opportunities for us to apply the other strikes, right? So, jab first, then the second, cross, hook, and upper, right? After finishing the upper, what are we going to do? To make the sequence not too short, we will apply the double jab and the cross. And what is the double jab? When I say it's a double jab, it's jab, 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 jab. This here is the double jab. It's 2 jabs, right? How do I throw the jab? Jab. That's the jab, jab. So how would the sequence go? Jab, cross, hook, upper, finish the upper, jab, jab, finish the jab, jab, directly again, okay? This would be a killer sequence for you to do in your training. You can even start training today, right? Guys, if you aren't subscribed to the Fighter channel yet, I ask you to subscribe to the Fighter channel today and also check out my courses in the first link in the description, okay? I am Professor Fábio Tabosa and we'll see each other here on the Fighter channel.